we showed you guys entire graveyards of Chinese electric cars. So Beijing expresses strong dissatisfaction with EU's anti-subsidy probe into Chinese electric cars. So I wonder what's going to happen in the winter when these batteries start to dwindle out and die on highways, right? And China has strongly criticized the European Union's plan to probe into Chinese electric cars with the alleged goal of outing whether their price are kept low as a result of state subsidies provided to their producers. So they're trying to, obviously, there's taxation, embargoes, and price hikes when things get imported into other countries. And so China's Global Times describes EU probe and EVs excessive, rooted in jealousy. The matter constitutes the highest profile case against China since the EU probe into Chinese solar panels narrowly avoided a trade war a decade ago. I remember that. I remember even covering that, right? So let's type in right now, live with you guys. Electric car graveyard. China's abandoned electric cars pile up over EV boom. So this was covered on Mike in the Night, and there it is, folks. Let's full screen this. These are all new EVs, all electric cars. And obviously you could tell they were driven here, so they obviously worked. And some of them have stickers on the windows, so they were actually being driven. You could see some of those stickers on them. On the windshields right here. You see them? Different stickers, different stickers, different stickers, different stickers, different regions of the country, different provinces, different days to drive. There it is right there, folks. And they're all new. They're all the same, pretty much the same model. Well, there's a couple of different models there. So look at this. China's abandoned obsolete electric cars are piling up in cities. Now, what does this remind you of, guys? Well, it's all money laundering, and it's obviously trying to get these contracts and stuff, but there's something else. Remember this? We covered it on the channel. Look at this. Live on Mike of the Night. China's empty cities. The story of China's ghost cities and its 65 million empty homes. What's the connection between electric cars, Mike? Everything's connected. All these are empty. All these hold value. And they're treating the housing market like a stock market. And that's why Paris, Toronto, Vancouver, LA, Los Angeles, Seattle, I could keep naming cities for hours that are completely turned into empty shells and drove up the housing prices because of this garbage. The Chinese built up a bunch of towers and buildings and nobody lives in them. They're completely empty. 65 million empty homes across, and there it is, ghost cities all over the place. And we covered this back in 2016, 2017, and we covered this for years on the channel, and we were mentioning how many people were living in poverty, right? We're living in poverty in China, and the amount of retirees. Did you guys know that there's roughly 22 million people retiring in China this year in 2023? 23 million retirees this year. So they've created these artificial cities. They're not even real. They're real, but they're all empty. Nobody lives in them, but they're all valued. They all have a value to them. You just can't go in there and walk in and squat because they're all owned by somebody, but they're all empty. So this is old England in China. They built reconstructed an old England in China, and it's all empty. And this would be China's demise. This would be the demise. These artificial bubbles that they've created in their economic system will be their demise. And I thought I'd share that with you. And that, yes, it does connect to EV cars and all the contracting and all the abandonment and take the money and run mentality. While middle-class Americans, middle-class Canadians, middle-class Australians, middle-class that work 2 jobs have to live in friggin' tents now.